Okay, so here we are downtown Nelson, BC. What we're gonna see, I'll tell you. But first you have to see me first, where this tree is. Here, downtown Nelson, and I'm going to show you some of the recent statues and art sculptures here. Only at the where the cars are over here, from one side to the other. There's not many. But anyways, without any further ado, let's get this looking up for me. And let's go. So here we get to is the first art sculpture statue scene just right over here. We'll take a good look at that before we carry on. This sculpture scene here is one that's over here. What does it read? It says Picasso meets Rabia, as it reads right there, and that's what you'll see right here. One of the most recent ones. It's very colorful, very similar like seen there. Very abstract like. I quite like it. Okay, so now on to the next art sculpture. Where is that? Just across from here. Where exactly? Well, I'll show you. So the art sculpture is just over here, and we got some just across from here as well too. The sculpture the back of me is seeing over here. So what is this one? Well, there is a plaque over there that we saw read before viewing this. And this is just on this sidewalk. We'll get to the next sidewalk in just a few moments here. Let's take a look at this first before we cross. And that is Birth of the World, which is just right there with all the flowers. If you can take a look at it, it appears that it has like something holding onto this here, like a or ball that's being held by a leaf figure seen here, and it looks great with the greens and the flowers seen here. Goes really good. I'm gonna actually maybe I'll try and take a picture of it from about where, about there. And this statue here is called Birth of the World. Seen just right there. One last look at that, then we will carry on. Most recent ones that got recently installed over here. Look a little bit more further down and get this one, then we'll go onto the opposite side of me onto the right side, where you'll see some more statues and art sculptures here downtown Nelson, BC. Look through the trees, you'll see is a bee-like statue. That's just hovering just right about there. First, let's take a look at this. What does it read?
Hey, why are you calling me? And why are you calling me?
It reads
Why are you calling me?
Pledge of the bee. Right there. If you look way up, you'll see it just right there. I do like how you see this place in the background, right from over there. We'll get this view. I'm gonna try to take a picture of this. I do quite like what I see here. There, I just took a picture of it. You can see. So this is a bee collecting honey from a flower. Seen here. Hope we can make it out. Right there. So this one's quite big. As well there, so you can easily see it a little bit more better up closer. I gotta get a good picture of that one though too. I do like the tree view with this too. Here is kind of a little bit slightly tall. It looks like a flower. More like a giant flower and a bee on top collecting honey from it. And that's what you'll see just right there. So now that we have that, let's move on to our next art sculpture here downtown of Nelson, BC. We'll get the tree leaf view, that flower, and that bee as well too, and I'll take a picture of it too. So we have an interesting view of that one. Now let's see it just across the street from here. The other side. So we were just like over there, and now here we are over here in search for more art-like sculptures. There's one coming up over here on this side as well too. Let's take a look at that and see what we can find of them. Just found one already. Just right there. What is that? Well, let's take a look at the plaque first, and then we'll see what this is in just a few moments here. What does this read? I'll show you. It says here, there are more things to heaven and earth. In a world of persistent unrest and what amounts to petty scumbling, maybe there are bigger issues to resolve. I hope that this work creates contemplation as to what is here and what may be beyond. And right here, look up and you'll see this. You see? Here is Earth. A ball here. See here? And here is like heaven. Wait, this so heaven and earth, earth and heaven. See in there. And that's what you'll see here. We're gonna we'll take a look behind. Over here is just behind. If you looking right at it, seeing this right here. So there is one thing in regards to art and sculptures. What is that? Magic. Why? Because art is magic in design, in painting, and in drawing. And so that's found in sculptures as well too. So it's in fact about magic. It carries out on the artistic side of things. So this too just got recently installed. This is one of the most newest sculptures that they just installed over here on this side. Take a look at this first. So, circle. Got some fake wildlife in there. Feathers. Looks very nice. Like some kind of like on the sidewalk. Centerpiece seen here. Hope we can make it out. Well, pretty good, pretty good. And then we get this. It reads, Liquid Embrace. Below this, it says, sunbeams and water encase foliage molding into a tranquil psychedelic dreamscape, as it reads right there. Look how bad. Right here. This is what is right there. It's smaller than the other one, which is just right over there. Right there. It'll take a good round look out of here. And that right there is one that they've installed over here on this side of Nelson Street. Makes a very cool addition to have that just right over here. What we're going to is go and drive to our next sculpture. It's not that far, but we'll drive right to it. So I'll see you right over there. It's not that far from where we actually are. It'd be easy to just drive over there and we're all good. But before we get there, you want to see the bench? The bench is bare because there was a man and lady statue sitting right there where the venue is to Broken Hill. And it's just not there anymore. It got moved. Anyways, let's move to our next area spot. We'll see what you'll see in another statue. Further down, that is. We're gonna go and get driving to our next spot from here, and heading down to our last statue art sculpture. Driving footage to get to where we need to be. So here I am in the car, and when we get there, we'll see our last art sculpture. So we just over there, and then we'll just like right over there, and now here we are driving to our last one. There's something new. Way the heck that way. My screen. Here we go for some driving footage on downtown Nelson Street. All the way down, and now me to just down there. Oh, gotta stop here. It's a red light. Now it turned green just now. I had to mention that on here. LOL. Where we're gonna go is all the way down to the bottom for our last one. Look at the traffic in there. Almost looks like traffic from Kelowna. Maybe a little bit less than Kelowna, but there's still quite a few cars down here. I'll get a couple of some great pictures too on the via head down here. We're gonna head just right over here. One last time in seeing this, and the visitor center. Where's the statue down here? I'll show you. It's like the railway visitor center statue. It goes to a fish, and it's not too far from here. It's just like just down here. Okay, so from where the trees are and over here, just behind me is the big fish statue. This is recently new and got recently installed way the heck over here. This is our last one. I will show you where the plaque is for this right now before I show you the full on fish, the fish statue. It's just it's just underneath the belly of the fish. Just right there. Pearl, the pandemic salmon. It even says something about -19. Is it reads right there? Okay, yeah, that kind of sounds a little bit kind of eerie and yeah, on what that actually is. But anyways, here is the big fish. Yeah, I definitely did not need to see that or actually get to read that. Anyways, we'll take a look at this big fish, and that'd be the end of this video. Yes, I'll put the lens on so you can get this. Then I gotta stop and have a little bit of water. It's a little hot today. Right here. That's one big fish. Seen there. Here's the fin. And it's all done by forged metal. From here, even the head too of the fish. It almost looks like a prehistoric fish, almost. There's right there, I believe this to be an eye. Really huge and big and massive this fish looks. So yeah, again, it looks like a prehistoric fish, but the right size, how big and how massive this fish is right there. And this is our last statue. So that concludes this video. I'll see you back with our next tour adventure. I'm yours truly, a magical adventurer, tour Trixel host, Reese. Peace, with love and blessings. Namaste. We'll end off viewing the fish where the visitor center is. Bring us to go to a wrap and close. We'll get to where the fish head is and the visitor center, and we'll get that tree view in there as well too. That way we get to see it all into one frame.